Hey, this is Glendon, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, all about making that money without a job. Today, you're going to see something you've probably never seen on YouTube. I'm deleting my subscribers and starting all over. One of the issues with a lot of stuff online is people don't tell you the truth. They don't really show you what's going down. I want to show you what's going down, and this is how to make money online, tips, business advice, and you'll see, and I'll explain as I do this, what's happening. Now, if you want to stop being broke and if you want to elevate your game to a higher level, be sure to get the Never Broke Action Pack. It's below the video. And what it is, it gives you the tools to balance out your finances, start making some more money, and prep yourself for even more money in the future. So we will get to that in a minute. Well, you can get that, right? Just order it if you need to. Plus, I'm going to offer a special membership program. A lot of things about to go down, so I'm going to talk to it. But let me just go ahead and show you what I am getting ready to do. And, whoa, I think that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so it's going to pop up. So let's go here. And we've got all kinds of stuff here. So let's see. What I'm getting ready to do is, let me check. Oh, actually, I think I can delete it. Let's find out. Let's see. Delete. I don't know when I may not be able to delete it. I didn't think this thing through this. Damn. It's one of the things I hate with MailChimp. But yeah, when you send stuff out, you just can't delete. But there's a way around that because we're going to go forward to all of this stuff. So let's just, and let's kind of go here while it does what it needs to do. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. While I'm waiting on that, let's see. It won't let me do it. Because let's see. I'll see if that happens. Nope. Hold on a second. Let me come out of there. I'm going to try something else in a minute. Hold on. Now, the reason I'm deleting this list, let's see, select all, and select all, and okay, it's taking a while. It's deleting them. And let's see. Okay, cool. It's working. All right, I can show you because I was sitting there like, what the hell? I should be able to do this. Oh. Present to everybody. And I'll keep refreshing because this had 5,000 subscribers. I didn't even send an email saying come to the new thing. Like I am starting from scratch. Let's see. And there it is. So that list is gone. I did not save up any backups. So get rid of this. We will get rid of that one. Okay. Let's see. That's what you have to do. I know it seems crazy because I know a lot of people are, this is what I've got more lists, but this is what I've been using lately. And that's gone. I'll delete that once the 7-day period, because 7 days after your last email with MailChimp, that's what you have to do to quote delete the list by delete the subscribers. So they're gone. And what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm showing you all the stuff behind the scenes. Other folks don't do this because they don't have anything to show you. So let's see, move to this list. Let's see. I'm going to move to live streams. We will move them there. And all right. And we're going to do the same thing here. And we will move that. Move the list. And I've had a lot of people like with the wait list, because I've explained it over and over again. And I got a bunch of people on there. I'm going to send one email out there because I didn't do that for December. And I need to keep that because that's hooked up to something. But yeah, they're gone. I didn't make any backup copies or nothing. Now, why would I do such a thing? Okay, let me come over here and explain a few things to you. The way that everything works is if you have non-performing or underperforming Facebook page. Did you know if you don't post on your Facebook page within a few months and it was brand new and never really put anything on it, they just unpublished it. It's still there, but it's unpublished. The way that your email works, and the same thing with YouTube, is that if a lot of the people who are subscribed to you are not watching, and you continue to use that channel and you continue to send out those emails, your delivery rate degrades. You actually become impotent. So you're thinking you're shooting, bullets, right? But you're shooting blanks, and a lot of people are not getting that stuff. So I just decided to start all over. Now let's go back to I don't even have to do that. Essentially, if you want to get communications from me on email, the list below, Hustler Kung Fu Live. That's the only email list. That's it. There's nothing else. And part of that is I know what happens with these systems now. I've experienced it. I've worked on this stuff. And if you are an internet marketer and you've got a bad or corrupt list, it will hurt you tremendously. I am better off starting all over with new people who want to be there, who enjoy this content, than to try to just sending messages to folks who are not interested. It actually hurts you. So when you build your YouTube channel, your Facebook page, your Facebook group, everything operates off engagement. Let's see what we got here in the chat room. Cheatable, good evening. What's up? I really like this countdown to give live if the video starts. In the future, I'll be using that new list that only has 100 people to send out alerts on the emails. What's up, Ronnie? Good afternoon. D-Row, never broke again. Action package of truth. Been diving in all day. No, Glendon is not paying me to say this. Take advantage of the deal, people. Appreciate it. Because this is one of the things. And to go to D-Row's point, I have, someone sent me this message, and it's a course and all this other stuff. I have a course. Well, if you do the work, but you must do the work. Doing the work is not sending me emails asking you to help you with that, because that becomes consulting and I'm very expensive. But the courses work, the things work if you do the work. If you don't do the work, you're wasting your money. Don't even buy the product or the service, because it's not magic jelly beans. It's tactics and things that will help you be successful. Recommendation on Mac computer for video editing. i5 and above. I recommend an iMac. What's up, Benjamin? What's up, KK? What's up, J. Louise? Now, let's get into some other stuff. As you saw, I got rid of the list. I didn't make a backup. I didn't even send out an email to those people, because there were people who were on that list and I couldn't reach them because the deliverability of that list tanked. So when you build your online networks, when you build things with tribes online, you need to have a very congruent tribe. Now, here's the business lesson. I can get rid of that list and I can build something much better within 6 weeks. And I'm going to tell you about that. One of the reasons that I was, this is the business lessons for those folks who want to do making money online. How do you do this stuff? You must, and it's kind of like having a job before you start your own business. You got to have something going on before you do something new. I have been doing these live streams about 6 weeks now, and I've been able to generate decent income, not what it used to be, strictly from the live streams without using the list. So before, I didn't just feel out like, today I'm going to just get rid of the list. I'm feeling that good. No, this was a plan. And when I reached a certain economic threshold, I was like, hey, I'm getting rid of this list. It's not a lot of money. That's subscribers were like 53 bucks a month, but it was not delivering. It was underperforming. And there were people, like I said, who were on that list I couldn't reach because the deliverability of it tanked. And this is all of the email services, not just MailChimp, it's Get Response, it's all this. So if you're sending out a bunch of emails to people who will not open them, the email clients and all of your mailing systems conspire together where a lot of your stuff will go straight to spam. All of this stuff, Google, Gmail, Yahoo, all of this stuff is connected in ways you don't even know about. So having a shitty list is harmful in more ways than you know. And I've been talking about this since the middle of the year. No, maybe about 3 months in the year. And it's taken me this long to come up with a methodology and a way to replace it and start building a better list. So what we got in here? We got Sierra, what's up? Rose, what's up? Monica, what's up? Tanita, right up. How do you get a new list? If we are here, are we on the current list? No. The only way to get on the current list is to go below the video and get on the Hustler Kung Fu Live. That's the only list. There are no other lists. That's it. That's how you get on the list, because I have been able to generate 5 figures of income doing these live streams, and I'm just really starting. Because here's another thing, and here's another online business tip and advice for you. If you're using YouTube and you don't use YouTube correctly, and I don't use YouTube correctly per YouTube's wishes and desires, YouTube does not recommend my channel. These live streams and some other things that I've started, and I'll talk about that in a totally separate video. I've been able to resurrect the channel, and it's starting to go back to the way that it was. There's a lot of things. You can't do the right things with the wrong people. You just can't. I don't care how much money you pay for pay-per-click advertising. I was in the group and I just told somebody, because they spent like, you got 1,000 emails from, paid traffic, but that shit's not going to convert. It's not going to convert. And if it doesn't convert, I don't care how much money you spend at it, it's still not going to work. So for everyone that's here, if you're not on Hustler Kung Fu Live, the list right below, you will not get an email from me. And that's something I'll talk about more and more as we go down. Let's see. AKW Eats, I had to delete half of my list because of the same thing. I was paying for people who weren't opening emails. I mean, it can hunt you. And let's just say you take those same emails, right, and you go to another email provider. The same thing will happen because they all talk to each other. There's codes, there's annotations, there's stuff marked on those emails. So it just was like, hey, let it go and start anew. Because what happens is the email lists are the only thing that you're really on when you're online. I don't own this YouTube channel. I don't own my Facebook page, but the email list is pretty much the only thing that you can legitimately own other than your website that can make money. So what we're going to do, and we'll just talk about the whole path here, is email is still important, but more important than that is you are better off from the email providers by having a small list that's deeply engaged and a huge list where people barely open it. It just is horrible. I mean, that was a list that I built not too long ago, and it's probably one of the worst lists that I've ever built since I've been doing this, because all of these things are happening online with technology, new rules, new laws, all this other stuff. So these email clients are under a lot of pressure from government regulatory agencies on to do things a certain way, because people lose their mind if they get too many emails. I had somebody who put in the comments, and for some reason they edited it, and it's like, hey, I had to unsubscribe, too many notifications every day. And I'm like, well, I don't stream every day, so that's not true. And there's some days I only do one, but for some reason that's too much. And I use that to illustrate that some people, if they just see that notification, they just get mad and angry because you sent them an email or something. I know it's kind of crazy. On that list, over 5,000. It wasn't a big list. But the thing is, most of the people, and I'm talking about like 95% of the people on that list, were not getting the emails. And I can tell you, I tried moving to another email provider, same thing. That's how I know that they're tagged. So once you get a list that's, crappy, and there's ways you can warm up the list with email marketing and talking to people and sending stuff out. But the way that I built that list, and the majority of those people came when I was giving away stuff for free, giving away $1 million courses for free. That's what tanked my list, those people. So lesson learned, won't do it again. Let's see. Gary Harvey. Every time you come on, I get 2 notifications. That's funny because I'm subscribed to this channel and I only get 1. I wonder what's that about. Very interesting. Don't know. I only get 1 because I subscribe just to kind of know what's going to happen. Rugged Collars. What's up, Glendon? Engagement is key. I sold an item directly chatting on Instagram. Some people are comfortable on their platforms. Then you take them elsewhere. All platforms, you got to speak the language of the platform. YouTube Live is the big thing. It's going on right now, but I have no audience on YouTube Live. I mean, not YouTube Live, Facebook Live. I don't have an audience over there. I can build one, but why would I build one when I have one I can use? This is another thing, another online business tip. You don't need all social media. Pick 2 or 3 that you really like and go crazy on them. Let's see. Blake Riley just signed up for the new list. I'm cool though. It just started recently. It could be because this is something else, and I'm going to share some with you. YouTube has changed the game, and if you don't do what YouTube wants, YouTube will not recommend your videos or anything. I mean, like you heard PewDiePie, whatever his name is, he was talking about a lot of big YouTubers. Essentially, if you're not doing proper SEO, proper tagging, all this other stuff, your channel is going to get hit pretty hard. And since I've been doing these live streams, my channel's coming back. I saw, to the things I have, to my other email accounts I have subscribed, the recommendations that used to come back, because a lot of my videos had mad recommendations. That went away, but it's funny. So it could be YouTube trying to make sure that people come on these live streams, because one thing I do know, live streaming is yesterday, it's today, and it's tomorrow. American Bandstand started off as a live broadcast. We call it different things, but it's essentially something that's happening right now that draws people in. It's never, ever going away. And that's why I'm doing this. I think I put out, some of you know, I'm not doing any more static uploads where I film a video and then upload. Not until maybe after January. Live stream, baby, live stream, because YouTube can't ignore it. And Facebook is kicking their ass. So everyone that's here on YouTube who putting up live streams, you're gonna get noticed. Just letting you know. Let's see. Man, everybody's getting 2 notifications. Odd, I get no notifications. Sometimes not sure what's going on. YouTube, all that stuff's broken. Gary, I signed up. I get what you're saying. I signed up for service through Thumbtack, I think. Then I closed down my account. Then they started calling me nonstop. Yeah, it started pissing me off. David, what would you have to do differently to meet YouTube's preferences? Would it disrupt your lifestyle significantly to alter to it? Oh, no. I want to do a separate video on that. Separate video on that. Totally. It's too much to cover than to try to answer that. It deserves its own maybe 2 hours. That's how big these changes are. This is just me doing what I know that I know will fix the problem. Randall, I'll be right back. I have not seen that since the old chat room days. And yes, I was in the chat rooms. I'm going to start another channel for that stuff. It's not on this channel. This channel is crippled. It's crippled. And if I don't play YouTube's game, I can tell you, I've looked this morning at several people that I trend and follow, and a lot of their channels are degrading. Like when a satellite loses orbit and starts degrading, and what happens when a satellite loses orbit? It orbits degrades, it crashes into the sea, hopefully, and not hit somebody's house. That's what's happening. And if you don't start doing these things that YouTube wants you to do, persona non grata, you're just not going anywhere. So that's the thing. Now, another lesson, like, let's see, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have to do. Let me see. Let me get back in the MailChimps because they're all gone. I can show you this. Let's see. Go here. Okay. Now, this I've never sent out any emails for Hustle Kung Fu live stream. There's nothing to send. And I'm going to get some more people on it, but I guarantee you that the open rate is going to be way better than this. I remember when my open rate was like fucking 50%, and it just got lower and lower and lower. And I know why, because I wasn't properly segmenting. And the only reason I'm leaving this up here, because I don't think I've sent out an email. I may not send out an email because most of the folks on there, they weren't paying attention to the instructions. And this is hooked up to the Hustler Kung Fu Dojo channel. But essentially, when you start sending, and this is some of the stuff that I'm going to have to do that nobody tells you about, I'll have to go in and let's see. Let's go to setting. Come on. There we go. All right, I will go in, I will change the email address because the email address that I send from is corrupted. So if I start sending emails from that email address with this, I'm gonna have the same problem because the address was gone. No, there's so many little things that you have to know about online marketing that if you get one of those things wrong, the results can be very significant going down the chain. So I will have to do that. But right now I'm cool because I have not sent out any emails for this channel. I mean, for this subscription list. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little deep, Harvey. A lot of channels I watch are telling people to re-opt in for alerts because YouTube has an unsubscribe button. So a lot of people are getting subscribed. And, once again, this is something else too. Since I am doing this, which isn't going to get a lot of views, and I'm gonna be real unvarnished with y'all. A lot of people say they want to learn how to make money online, but when you talk about the real techniques of making money online, they're like, oh, I'm so bored. Oh man. Then someone starts playing up some vroom vroom. Hey, this is me, the smart investor, in front of the bank with a big ass check, getting out of my Ferrari. They get woodies, they get chubbies and stuff like, ooh, I'll listen to that, even though it's 100% fabrication. It's just not real. But I'm going to start, like I said, a completely different business model, a lot of stuff. Now, for folks who will start asking, I'm not deleting any platforms. If you've got courses on Hustler Kung Fu Life Skills, it stays. If you have courses on Hustler's Kung Fu Dojo, it stays. But I'm creating a new platform, and it will not be rookie stuff. It will not be newbie stuff. It will be advanced business tactics. And that's what the new channel is going to be about. What's up, Sean? What's up, Randall? I just want to be able to make a livable income. Hey, I get that. So typically with this, if you have an underperforming list and you go out and you spend paid traffic on it and you get more people on this underperforming list, those original people who are not opening up your emails can impact the new people coming onto your list. It's that deep. It's that important to build congruent lists. And also with making money online, we're going to enter into a new dimension, if you want to call it, a new era of making money online. A lot of the older tactics just will not work anymore. I sit in groups and I watch what people are saying. It's like, that stopped working in 2012. That stopped working in 2006. People are still teaching certain things. And part of it is the platforms have changed. Like I said, Facebook unpublished my page. Now, I can't really get mad at that because it's their page. It's not, I shouldn't even say it's my page. It's their page. It's on their platforms. Because I wasn't posting enough to their specifications. They unpublished that sucker. It's still there. You know, it's just like, hey, you, if you want to play this game, boy, you need to do what you need to do. And go and give me a cold drink. I mean, that's pretty much the attitude. And YouTube is in a strange place with it. Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, you're going to see some of that stuff over there. So essentially, you got to build a good, solid email list. You have to have massive content. I do pretty well as a way that I play music all my life. I like to do that more. What you do is you start putting your music out and keep your day job. And what you do is you figure out a way to make money that's comfortable to you since you have a day job. See, if you have a job, you've got more time. I have a lot of people who are what I called their house is on fire and it's just so bad that they really need to reassess the situation before trying to start a business. Vimeo is great, but you got to direct traffic there. See, this is the thing with YouTube. YouTube's new algorithm. If you learn it and you figure it out, you can get more subscribers, more views, more money than ever before. It took me, because, you know, I was talking to a client, I hid my subscriber count because this unsubscribe bug has been so bad that literally I would like lose 100 people in a day. And then with me doing all of these things I've been doing for the last 3 months, 4 videos a day, 5 videos a day. So a lot of those people just said, fuck it, I'm out of here. This guy's crazy. It's just too many videos. And I'm like, cool, because if you notice, I've been like way more happy because I'm not doing what they want me to do. I'm doing what I want to do. And the new thing is building better groups and tribes, kind of like Sparta, you know, 300 versus 2,000. Because I get the right people, I don't need that many. And this is something else too. When you do your own work, you can make a lot of money from small tribes. You know, I've talked to people, I've gone to conferences, and they've got these lists, 150,000 people, 200,000 people, and they're not making more money than me. That was very illuminating. But when you look at the data and see that many of them are suffering the same problem I had, and they don't even know it yet. They don't even know it. Yeah, I can, David, reactivate that page, but I've just decided that I'm not going to play with Facebook. See, here's another thing. Unless you hire someone to run these platforms for you, there's only so many hours in the day. And Facebook, I used to make a lot of money on Facebook with Facebook groups and stuff, and then they start changing all the rules. And here's something else. Facebook's going to start advertising in your group. For those of you who have groups, have you noticed that they're recommending that you should put these people in your groups? Even if it is closed, they're recommending that. And since it's their platform, they may start automatically adding people to your group. Because legally, well, Facebook rules, you can't charge for a Facebook group. So they can do what they want. So I saw that happen. And I said, how long is it going to be before they just start adding people? Or because if you remember the early days of Facebook, like certain things would happen and you wake up and then there was this brouhaha and people were all mad and, you know, they had the pitchforks and Facebook must die, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm leaving Facebook. Hey, I'm posting this to let you know that you cannot post my information, you know, that crazy stuff. And it kind of died down. And a lot of people got tired of fighting with them, but Facebook is not going to be on my major list of things to do. For me, once again, my business, what I'm doing, it's going to be video. It's going to be another blog, or let's say a website, and some YouTube channels, because most of the content going forward is going to be how, you know, it's going, you know, text is not going to disappear. Okay. Don't get freaked out by that. But so many people don't read. And then with people consuming so much data here, you know, read it or watch it. Read it or watch it. I mean, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to build a lot more video content in different areas, so you'll be along on the journey. That's cool, Gary. Benjamin, build a quality tribe versus a big one. I know about your tribes program. I don't know how it would apply to my music. Okay, real quick, you need to find some people who absolutely love your music. And so this is mostly guys here. I'm going to give you a parallel that will easily penetrate that gray matter. Everyone has had a period in their life where there was this person, this girl or this guy, but for the sake of this argument, we'll use guy, who you knew loved you. Whether you loved her or not, you knew that she would do anything, tassels, all kind of games, right? Will do anything for you, right? Okay, that's the kind of people you need to follow your music, because those people will become evangelists. They will become, they will recommend you to people. These folks really, really care about what you do, and that's how you build a tribe. So you got to go out and find people who are just crazy about your music. And if you can't get people to be crazy about your music, you got to figure out a way to make music that they're crazy about. So that's the whole deal. You will see, because the new channel, I haven't done anything. It's just going to be online business. It's not going to be like this channel's an agglomeration of business, hustling, all this other stuff. New channel, it's going to be 100% how to make money online as a digital citizen. And won't be called that. It'll be called something else. And this was not going away, so don't freak out. Probably will happen is I'll do a daily stream in the morning, but I'm still building out and fixing the damage that this thing has caused. And see, this is one of the things I can tell you about. Like, I can go out and show you me deleting the email list. I could sit here and talk about the issues that happen with YouTube, which is my main source of promotion and awareness. And even with the channel crippled, I still make more money than a lot of folks who are doing all those other things. And also, I don't do joint venture partnerships. A lot of people do joint venture partnerships. They'll sell your program, but the way that they made their money was through those joint venture partnerships. Nothing wrong with that. It's good business. It's ethical. But if they don't explain to you that, hey, yeah, I'm selling you product X, but it was product ZT that made me the money, they're intellectually dishonest, and they know it. And there's a lot of talks about, getting people hyped and stuff. And I'm just in there. That's why I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts anymore, because I've gotten to the point where old school tactics of getting to know people, putting out great products, putting out great service, that still works better than a lot of this other stuff. Now, there's a whole bunch of fuckery online, but I'm not trying to do that. But if you want to make money online, you've got to do a few things. And building a list is more important now than ever. Somebody on Facebook had this huge Facebook page, 500,000 likes, high engagement. They got into a political rant, and Facebook deleted their page. Didn't have an email list. Income disappeared overnight. I know someone with a big group right now, and I talked to him. He doesn't have an email list. It's all in his Facebook. That's like, that's woo. Yeah. There's so much contradictory information online. Yes and no. There's a lot of stuff that's online that you'll have somebody who will get to a certain level, right? And they'll forget how they started. And they'll be like, well, this is what I'm doing now. And if you already have the tribe, you have the email, you have the awareness, and you do this, that'll work. But if you're like starting from scratch, that doesn't work. And that creates a lot of this churn, because, and also you've got people out there who are thirsty for hustler porn. How can I make a lot of money without working that hard? That's what it really boils down to. It's not about being efficient. It's not about being smart. It's just like, how can I get paid and not do the work to get paid? And that desire, that want, that thirst is the reason that many people buy into these programs that are 100% bullshit, and then go on later and complain and whine about it because they were looking for $1 million results from spending $10. So, that's some other stuff. I don't know who Jason Capital is. One of the things that I've done, and this is what you should do, whatever discipline that you're in, whatever thing that you're doing to make money, you should congregate and hang out with those people. You should know all of the big groups. You should know who all the players are. If there's a conference, you should spend the money, hop on the plane, go network, because I guarantee you, when you meet someone face to face, and this is the thing, you only have to do it once. Once you meet them face to face and then you talk to them online, you're good because they've already met you and they have a feel for who you are. But that's just some of the stuff you got to do. So that's the deleting of my subscribers. You know, a lot of people, I know they're going to see that and they're like, I don't believe he did that. So if you are on that old list, you're not getting anything. What the hell is that doing? Okay, that's weird. I just saw something in the stream that my recommendations are coming back, because I'm like, where'd that come from? See, this is the thing that all platforms do based upon engagement, because they've learned that engagement is very hard to gain. Like, got 43 people watching. Let me just do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Okay, there's probably like 80, 90 comments here, right? For me, I don't have a lot of videos with that many comments, and some of these videos are old, like years old. So the engagement that comes from live is so powerful that that's the big signal for YouTube watch time, how long someone watches a video, Facebook, how long someone stays on the platform. These things are very, very important. The new list to sign up online is under the video. Oh, look at D. Just sold an item on OfferUp for 150. Just got reimbursed for investing and never broke action pack. Like, seriously, you're going to hear me talk about a lot of stuff in that regard, because what we're going to do, and just kind of lay out the plan for you, for me, because I'm all about the YouTube channels, because once you figure out the algorithm, the shit you can do is amazing. I just look at my results when I got started, but this channel is going to be like rookie stuff, because whenever I start talking about really complex business stuff, I lose people. Like, you know, this is kind of complex, and a lot of people are like, what does this have to do with hustling? And building a solid and engaged email list has everything to do with hustling. Will make you a ton of money if you do it correctly. And it's funny. What do you mean side effects? Does that time have anything to do with the exposure you provide to the ad space? Okay. I think if I'm reading correctly, the longer you can keep someone on the platform, the more the platform is going to do for you. If that's what you're kind of angling at, yes, that's 100% true. If Devin Coast, you think you're doing better on the algorithms now or a couple of years ago? Definitely a couple of years ago. All right, oh, way better, because they weren't really predicated on the engagement thing like they are now. See, this is the thing. There's an abundance of content. The inventory of content is like this. And every day, what happened the day before happens again, plus there's some more. So content is everywhere. The internet is literally dripping. It's overflowing with content. So how do you or we find this stuff? The people who send the better social signals through engagement, quality content, they're going to get to shine, while people who are just putting out content are not. So it's just really, the internet's getting crowded. It's pretty much how I see it. Purpose Pit, video for marketing tips to get followers to buy. I have a ton of followers, but few sales. We're going to talk about this in the new stuff next year, because believe it or not, messaging is very important. I haven't done that much messaging in this one, because when you do your messaging correctly, you can influence people to buy very quickly. So there's a lot of things to it. I don't know if you're doing paid traffic. I don't know if you're running ads. You know, each one has a different way that you have to handle that stuff. So, and there will be some more changes, because You know, the thing with the Gumroad books was a test, so I'm raising the price of them. And Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills will be there. Hustlers Kung Fu Dojo. Plus, I'm gonna, like I said, the new stuff's gonna be bigger, larger programs. Just really, really. I'll just put it this way. You know how people online say, "Tell me that one thing that is the greatest reason for your success." And every time I hear that, my skin crawls because I know it's bullshit. It's not one thing. It's not two things. It's not three things. It's not four things. It's dozens of things that you do well or kill at working in harmony that make you money online. It's not one thing. And that's the thing, because people are looking for that shortcut where if I do this one thing really well, no, it's just not true. Yeah, because when I found you had tons of views. Oh, I noticed it last year. I mean, this thing has been, because they recently updated again. And I'm like, this time it's hit everybody. There are no favorite children anymore. If you're not playing their game the way they want you to play it, you get popped. Anne Marie, if you need more than content to get noticed on the internet, then you're saying paid advertising is essential for success. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm going to say is paid advertising will get you success faster. However, if you don't have the right message, you don't have the right product, you don't have the right audience, you're wasting your money with paid advertising. My thoughts are you should figure out what your people want, give it to them, get it worked out where you can predict with some degree of accuracy what your results are going to be, and then throw paid traffic at it. I was using paid traffic for this channel. Then I saw all the fuckery that was happening and I stopped it. I haven't used paid traffic about 2 months and I have no intention of using it until next year. And it won't be on this channel. Now we're talking about online business here, you know, subscribers, YouTube, that kind of stuff. Pretty much moving away from physical products unless it's a client who wants to build something, because typically the investments for physical products or outside marketing stuff is so huge that a lot of people's eyes just like bug out of their head when you start talking about that stuff. We'll talk about hustling. We'll talk about beginning things. We'll talk about society. I wanted to see if a show was going to work. That was another reason for these live streams, and I see very well that it will work. And you know, right now I'm just doing 2 streams to fix the damage that was done. And then once that's fixed, I'll probably go down 1 stream a day, like Monday through Friday in the morning. So that's going to be it. But you know, that's just one big tip for you if you are doing any kind of email marketing, and how important it is that you pay attention to how your list responds. Because a lot of people look at open and close rates. I look at conversions. Open and close rates are nice, but I look at conversions, because I've had emails, the open rate wasn't that great, but I made like 10 times more money versus another email where the open rates were much higher, but the product didn't. I mean, it's just weird. I just pretty much look at conversions. I look at, you know, there's 46 people watching right now. Later on, this will probably journey up to about 700, maybe 1,500. It just depends on how many people are interested in this. And today I've already gotten conversions. You know, I've almost made what I would make in a month of AdSense off of a very small crowd, because of the engagement for you folks coming here and you listening, you hanging out. People have been sharing the videos on Facebook and other places, and keep doing that. I like that. Thank you very much. So, you know, because someone had put in this comment, and I think I chased him off because it was just like, what's the point of doing live streams if you have to work hard to make money? I'm like, in all my businesses, I've had to work hard to make money. There's nothing wrong with working hard to make money. It's kind of normal. Let's see. What advice would you give to artists on YouTube? I would advise you to go locally, set up a place where you can do your music and film it and actually put it on YouTube of you actually being in public. Nicholas Bailey, do you think it's still possible for someone to create a successful YouTube channel that doesn't post daily, post weekly, despite YouTube's algorithm changing recently? There are people who post once or twice a month and doing just fine. So yeah, still very, it's also depends upon your niche, but everything depends upon your niche. One of the things that I did was move from $30, $50 products to $150 products, $1,500 products, $3,400 products, $10,000 products, because this whole thing of trying to get so much attention in the very crowded world is going to get harder and harder and harder. It's just really, that's just the way it is. So you've got to be, 1920s Depression era efficient with your marketing and stuff, because there's so many people want to get put on. But it's very possible. And that's one of the things that I'm going to address. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate YouTube, and I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to do like a regular YouTube. I'm going to do what I did and what I do to make money, which is really different from a lot of people. And I have figured out a way where I can still use this channel to make the money I want to make and still play YouTube's game. And that's going to be a course, because that will start very soon. So I think that's it. I think you pretty much got the gist of what I had to say. And also for those of you who are here, who come here later, the old list is gone. So if you want any emails from me, you'll have to go under the video and get on the Hustler Kung Fu Live email list. That's the only way you're going to get notifications, because I was sending out some emails to the list, and I did notice a bump in attendance, but not enough of a bump for me to keep it, because there was a bump, but I'm looking for more than a bump. I want to move the needle. So for those of you who want that content, plus there's a lot of other stuff that's coming, then be sure to get on that list, which is directly under the video. BuyLikeMe.com. What's up, brother? Do you hope your throat's better? PewDiePie was complaining that YouTube was penalizing people's channels. Do you think it was because they were leading traffic away from YouTube? His problem was he doesn't tag stuff. He wasn't leading, that's my problem, leading traffic away from YouTube, but he wasn't doing that. Many people got to be really big without having to do any SEO. I can show you example of people who are really successful who aren't doing that stuff, but they do things to please the algorithm. Then you have people out there who are doing everything right. They have the YouTube playbook, and they put up a video and get 30 views. That's pretty depressing. I mean, you work a year and you put these hours into your video and you get like 30 views. That's a lot. Jig, I'm going to ask you this and I'm going to bounce. Cold calling question. How did you deal with prospects cutting you off at the beginning of your pitch and asking you to get straight to the price? Very frustrating. Can't develop value. I was like, I was like, I can't give you a price, because for me to serve you, I need to know exactly what's going on. And we need to get more intimate. I mean, you're just saying, give you a price. I can't give you a price. That's like me asking you, you're saying, give you a pair of shoes, and I don't know your shoe size. There's information, Mr. Customer, that you need to give me so I can serve you better and make you a happy customer. You got to come at them like that. When you do telemarketing, you have to control the conversation. You just have to. You have to be like a bulldog. All right. So for those of you who are still here, get the Never Broke Action Pack under the video, and Hustler Kung Fu Live. Sign up for the email list if you want to get notifications and other wonderful things that are coming your way. So with that, I'm out.